Hi, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to change a tire on a Dodge Ram. Okay, first of all, obviously you have to park on the flattest ground possible. You go into the passenger side, and under the seat you pull off this little lever, this little plastic thing. It folds off there. Just set it off the side. Underneath you have the jack. You have a few other things in there too, but get that out. Okay, and then here you have the bag with your jack handle and your tire iron. And here's where your jack is clamped in. You turn this little nut to get the jack out from underneath the seat. And you have to turn it quite a ways. It's bolted into the floor to keep it from becoming a projectile. Basically unscrew this. It's good to put some oil on it here once in a while and make sure it comes free, because it gets dust from underneath and it can plug it in, make it hard to get out, which just the other day, ironically enough, I actually did that to make sure that this comes out in case I needed to change the tire. So just throw that off the side, don't lose it, and out comes your jack. So now you get your jack, take your jack over to, say it's the back tire here or whatever, and then you get the jack on the ground, you get your tire iron and everything, just close your door, get your tire down here. Okay, so then we're going to pull out the equipment from the bag. You have to kind of deal with the, won't have a tripod or anything like that, but anyway, you pull all the tools you need out of the bag here. Just don't let it blow away or anything like that. Here you have this is what's going to take the nuts off the tire, and this is what's going to take, that's going to take the nuts off, and it's also going to be a hand winder. And then you take these pieces here. This is to turn the jack, this one here, when it's underneath the vehicle. And these ones here are an extension to those. You put these together, the big end, the small end goes into the big end, you clip it on like that, and you clip this one onto this one, and you can clip this one onto the other end here, or no, sorry, you don't clip that one on yet. Then you take this here, this bigger end, and you go to the back of just by the license plate, right here. And you put the big end of the wire end of the jack into the back on an angle like it's the bumper, and it fits in there, and you feel it click, and it's caught onto where the tire fits in. And you take this piece here, and it's got the square end in it, and you put this on the end here. Now I'm not sure what way we're going to crank it, but we're going to put this on there so it fits like that. Now it's a crank, and it fits in the bumper like that. And then we're going to start winding the tire down. And in this case, you have to wind counterclockwise. Wind it counterclockwise like this. You see the tires coming down. You see the tires coming down. You keep doing that right until you get the tire on the ground. Once you get the tire on the ground, there's a little thing that goes through the tire rim. You just take that off, and you can pull the cable that's in there, and then just wind the cable back up, or you can leave it down if you want to put the spare back up there and you can't pick it up and put it in the back of the truck. So anyway, let's just say that we had the tire all the way down and we took the cable out of it. For now, just for convenience of the video, I'm going to crank the tire back up. And now we're going to put so that we'll just say the tire's on the ground. I got to crank this back up. When you crank it back up, crank it so that it's snug, and then just kind of pull this out. So we'll say the tire's on the ground. Now I use the same piece here to put this other piece on the end, right here, just like that. And you put the one with the hook on the end. In this case, like I say, it's the back tire, so you can put it in from the front or you put it in from the back. In this case, we put it in from the front because the tires, and you just put it underneath so that it fits on the little bolt there. And you take the jack, just like this, put the hook on the end of it, and you go underneath. You can pre-crank it before you get it up there, and you hook the jack into that little eye bolt, so you can crank it before you start. Let's get that in there like that, and then you use the handle and everything just like this to spin it around. Jack up. It's hard to do this when you're trying to read at the same time. You just crank it up. You see, it's such a far away, you can pre-crank it before you get there, and just crank it up so it goes underneath that thing there, and you crank it up until the tire's off the end. So we'll just pretend like the tire's up. And don't forget, we got locking safety locks on our hub, on our wheels. So when you have one of these nuts like that, you have to get the socket that fits on it. It should be in your glove box or whatever. So that one's going to go in there, and you have to turn it around until it fits on there just right. Once you get that fit on there right, everything's good to go. And then you find out where, oh, it's in my hand. And you take this end of this Allen thing, and that'll fit right on there. And now you turn you're gonna have to put a lot of pressure on it, so you turn it this way. And you turn all these wheel nuts counterclockwise, take them all off. Take the tire off, take the tire that you already got from that you took already from underneath the truck. Put this on the back, pull the other new tire up, put the wheel nuts on, hand tight until you can get them all on there. And then you tighten them up in a crisscross pattern. So you tighten, say, the one with the special wrench over to this one, then down to this one, then up to this one, and then over to this one. You tighten them all up, and that keeps the rim square. And then you make sure they're all tight. Make sure you pick up all your tools. Don't forget, you have to jack down the vehicle. So then you turn it counterclockwise. Like I say, I'm just doing this for quick. Pull the jack out from underneath. Put all your tools away. Don't forget to take your socket off there. Put that back in the glove box because you may need it again someday. Put all your tools back, and away you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Drive safe, be safe.